Hi everybody and welcome to a very special edition of the Rizzo Show. Today we are going to make a summer barbecue feast. We're going to make beef, chicken, and some ribs. I'm going to show you how to shop for it, prep it, cook it, and then of course we're going to eat. First things first though, we've got to go get our stuff, and for that we're going to Gibbs Butcher Block in Columbia Station. Let's go. Here we are at Gibbs Butcher Block. I got Jim with me, the proprietor. Jimmy, good to see you.
Nice to see you.
How long you been here? Because I've been shopping here for years.
I've been here 14 years.
14 years?
Yep.
And it amazes me all the stuff that you have. But I think you're probably best known for your gourmet sausage. Where'd you come up with the idea?
Yeah, you know, we started with one flavor. We started with, putting apples in sausage. Thought that was a good idea. And from there, it kind of got out of control. We started with cherries and pineapple and blueberries and crab and shrimp and whiskey and beer and wine and cheese and almost anything you can think of we put in the sausage.
And they switch up, you switch them up every week?
Yeah, every week we make about 35 or 40 different flavors. So they're always different, but there's always a fruit sausage. Today we have a crab meat sausage. There's always spicy sausages, chicken sausages. I'll make a veal sausage, a bison sausage, whatever we're feeling like that week.
Great stuff. You also have all the accoutrements, sauces and all that, and noodles, but we are here today to shop for the Rizzo Show barbecue special.
Okay, good.
So can you help me out?
Sure, let's do it.
All right, now I heard that you have the biggest breasts in town.
Absolutely. Where do you see these guys?
I need a couple of chicken breasts.
Okay.
All right.
We're just going to do, this is our fresh Ohio Gerber, all natural, no hormone, no antibiotic chicken. You want a couple of these big ones. Look at this. That's one.
That's one?
That's one breast of a chicken. And that's two. And we're actually going to charge you, sorry, but I gotta.
That's fine. I'm
gotta
expensing.
ring you up here.
I'm expensing, Jim.
All right, what else we having today?
Well, I need a little ground chuck probably for our burgers.
Let's go down here. Come on down. We got the ground chuck down here. Ground chuck is best for the burgers.
Yeah, and they are spectacular. Again, I've had all your meats. The steaks here and the chops here too, Jimmy, are outstanding.
This is all fresh Ohio, we all Ohio pork, all fresh cut here in the store every day.
So you're local. I mean,
Absolutely.
You're using local product.
Absolutely.
Yeah, give me a couple of pounds of those. That ought to
2
make
pounds
4 or
of
5
fresh
big
ground
ones.
chuck. Look at that. How's that sound?
Delicious.
Huh? What else we getting today, Tom?
And finally, if I'm at Gibbs Butcher Block, I gotta have the baby backs. Jimmy, I don't know what it is, but you got the best baby backs in the world.
Good, thank you. Oh, we got a bunch of them today. Look at that.
This is also
Real
Ohio
meaty.
product.
Yeah, these are all for Sandusky, Ohio. Ruth packing, Daisy Field pork.
Let's go with a couple slabs
2
of those.
slabs
Look at
of
the
pork.
color. Beautiful color in there.
Look at that.
I've shopped here for a long time, but there's a little discrepancy. Are we in Columbia Station?
Yes, we're in Lorain County.
Okay, it's Lorain County.
That's Strongsville, that's Olmsted Falls.
Right, so you're right in the middle.
We're right on the
corner. Right
corner.
on Columbia Road, folks. Get here, Gibbs Butcher Block, the preferred butcher block of the Rizzo Show. All right, I'm going to take this stuff home now and give it a cook. Thanks for everything, Jimmy.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Thank you.
Well, we've got some beautiful slabs here from Gibbs. If you see, these are baby backs. They are meaty, beautiful. I didn't even have to trim these. They already come trimmed. Now, you've seen me make Rizzy ribs in the past, and a lot of you have made them home. Thank you very much for that. But today we're going to do something a little different. I've got my Memphis wood fire grill out there, and we're going to smoke these ribs, and they're a lot easier. First things first, got to rub them down. Today we're using Willingham's Championship Rub, won numerous awards. We're going to start with the back side. Not a lot on the back because the crust that we're going to make is actually on what they call the top of the rib. We're going to rub that in real nice. Now we're going to turn them over. Now we're going to use just a little bit more rub here. And what this does is not only does it season the pork, but the rub and the enzymes in the rub break down the pork and make it nice and juicy and tender. Boy, that is going to smoke in real nice. Once we've got them ready like this, we're going to take them to the grill. This is my grill from, of course, you know where, Lehman's Hardware down in Kidron, Ohio. It is the Memphis Wood Fire Grill. It's a grill and a smoker. If you look here in the back, this is where your wood goes. We've got wood chips, and today we're using apple flavored wood chips for a nice little sweet taste on that pork. I like cherry as well on the pork. You can use mesquite, hickory, whatever you need. All you gotta do is take your slab of ribs, throw them on the smoker, close the lid, and come back about 7 or 8 hours later. You can see my assistant, the fabulous Paisley right there, helps me make all the ribs on this beautiful smoker. And the thing I love about this smoker is electric. There's no gas. All you do is plug it in and you set the temperature. If you see today, we're smoking our ribs low and slow, 210 degrees Fahrenheit. When I set that at 210, it stays there for 7 or 8 hours. And remember this, if you're looking, you're not cooking. Gotta keep the lid closed as much as possible. However, when these ribs start smoking for an hour or two, got a little apple juice here. And all we're gonna do is open up and spray them with apple juice, keeps them sweet, tender, and juicy. Do this about 3 or 4 times over the 7 or 8 hour period. With about 2 hours to go, that's when I start saucing. Like to sauce both the back and the front. Not a lot, but we want the sauce, the pork, the apple juice, and that rub to mingle for at least a couple of hours. Again, 210 degrees Fahrenheit. After about 8 hours, these babies are ready. We're gonna pull them off the grill, slice them up, and I've got some taste testers coming up here to taste these ribs when we're done. Now, don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we're going bird hunting. That's right, poultry, chicken breast with a special marinade that I've got for you. It's the Rizzo Show Summer Barbecue Edition. Don't go anywhere. Look at those. Welcome back, everybody. I'll bet you our taste testers are drooling. It's time now to prepare our chicken. We got those beautiful chicken breasts at Gibbs Butcher Block, but before we get those prepped, I'm gonna show you a nice little vinaigrette that I kind of tricked up from a recipe I got online, my own little version of it. Takes just a couple of minutes, and we're gonna baste the chicken on the grill with this vinaigrette. Here we go. First ingredient, a little Dijon mustard. Now it says to use a tablespoon. I'm gonna eyeball this one up a little bit. That's probably a hair more than a tablespoon. Next up, come on, Sicilian, gotta have garlic. About a teaspoon of garlic, of course. My mom cooked with a lot of garlic. I'm gonna use just a little bit more than that for some flavor. 1 teaspoon of salt, ½ teaspoon of pepper. Champagne vinegar. You can get this in any store, any of your Acme Fresh markets, and don't try and drink it, because there's really not any champagne in it. 3 tablespoons champagne vinegar. And then finally, we have our olive oil. You want to use good olive oil. You can use extra virgin, but for this, I prefer just regular olive oil. We're going to put in 1 cup. What you want to do, you want to whisk up the first 5 ingredients and slowly pour in the olive oil until it emulsifies. Yeah, I know. It's a tough word to say. Translation, till it mixes all together real good. It's simple, it's light, it's low cal, and you can use it on everything. I like to also put this on some ciabatta bread and throw it on the grill as well for unbelievable garlic toast. Does that smell good? Now I know you can't smell that because it's TV. Maybe I'll invent that. Scented television. What the heck, they got HD. All right, as you can see, this is nice and thick. Still needs a little more whisking. And not only are we gonna baste our chicken with this on the grill, folks, this makes great salad dressing, light, tasty. The garlic flavor is phenomenal. I think I might have to bottle that. Rizzy's vinaigrette. All right, I've rinsed off the chicken and patted it dry with some paper towels. And the reason I do that is it sticks less to the grill when you cook it when you do that. We're gonna take our Willinghams again and very lightly season some of the chicken breast here. You don't wanna put too much on because we've got that great vinaigrette, but you do wanna give it just a little rub flavor. We're gonna do each one before we put them on. When you're cooking chicken on the grill, it can dry out really quick. Number one, we have the marinade to ensure that doesn't happen. But number two, I have it timed out almost perfectly. In fact, as you will see, I will give you the perfect directions on how to keep this moist and delicious. You've seen the Memphis Woodfire Grill as a smoker, low and slow, but now It's a grill. Check this out. I cranked up the temperature to 525, and we're gonna make our chicken. We're gonna baste it first, put it on, baste it 2 or 3 times, and here's the key. 7.5 minutes each side. Get your iPhone out, whatever you need to time it. 7.5. Not a second more, not a second less. We basted the chicken when we put it down. I like to get the top 2, and again, not only does this give it great flavor with the vinegar and oil and garlic, but it also keeps the chicken real moist. You don't want your chicken to dry out on the grill. It's easy to do. Time to turn so our chicken don't burn. 7.5, folks. Here we go. Oh, look at how beautiful that is. Dark, tasty, perfectly charred. Look at those chicken. Now, there you go. A little more basting. Oh, these are gonna be so juicy and so delicious. Grill position means a lot with your meat, poultry, and pork. In other words, change it up every couple of minutes. Keep the lid closed though to get that good applewood smoke in there. But you gotta change up the grill position. You don't want your burgers or chicken to sit in one spot the entire time they're on the grill. And as you will see when we make our hamburgers, there's only one turn when you're making a chicken breast and a hamburger. You don't flip it a couple of times. 7.5 on one side, 7.5 on the other. Now we're gonna leave these breasts out for our taste testers, but one little trick I love to do in the summer is this. I've prepared a little salad with some mixed greens, little feta cheese, some grapes, and tomatoes. We're gonna slice up our chicken, and look at how juicy and tender that chicken is when we slice it. Again, juicy chicken is what you're looking for on the grill. And I'll take one of these breasts, we're gonna put it right on here and make a delicious grilled chicken summer salad. You can put berries, anything you want in there. And again, we're gonna use our light vinaigrette as a dressing. Spectacular. All right, coming up after the break, we've got 2 treats for you. Burgers, Rizzo style, and Mike Polk.
I am at the Quaker Steak and Lube in Lakewood, where I will be eating some triple atomic wings and putting myself in pain for your amusement. Stay tuned.
Welcome back, everybody. Finally, it's time for burgers, and this is, folks, quick, simple, and easy. We've got 2 pounds of ground chuck from Gibbs Butcher Block, absolutely spectacular. This is Montreal burger and steak rub. I got this at Gibbs. All supermarkets have it. You can get it pretty much at any of your barbecue places as well. Special blend of spices in here, but you don't want to use too much. I've got 2 pounds of ground chuck here. I'm going to use a little less than 1/4 of a cup. We're going to work that together as a little special treat, a little Worcestershire. Once we get this all mixed up, I'm going to ground them out into patties, however you want, 1/2 pounders, 1/4 pounders, and again, if you're using more meat, use a little bit more seasoning. All right, time now for our resident internet sensation and comedian, Mike Polk. Mike, what do you got for our summer barbecue special?
When I heard that Tony was doing a barbecue-related show, I knew that I had to come down here to the Quaker Steak and Lube in Lakewood. I love this joint. I come here at least once a week for their killer lunch buffet, but I realized in all my years of coming here, I've never tried their hottest wing, the triple atomic wing. So I'm gonna do that and put myself in pain for your television happiness. Here we go. Now we're here with Kayla. Kayla, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Thank you for walking me through this. We've got the wings right here. These are triple atomic.
Yes.
All right, now how do people normally react when they're eating these things?
They normally cry.
Really?
Yes.
What's the worst case scenario that you've seen?
Running out of the restaurant in tears.
Oh, good. Do you see like really manly guys come in here sometimes like, oh, I could eat like 100 of them, and they're like really confident, and then they eat them, and then they're in pain?
Yes, they eat one and they're done.
Is that like the most awesome thing, is watching somebody who's real brave and then watching them crumble?
A little bit.
See, I enjoy watching people fail. It's just like a weakness of mine. My goal is to eat 2 of these wings. I think that's fair, right?
Yeah, it's fair.
I mean, it's not impressive, but we don't have a lot of time. It's always a good sign, by the way, that when you have to sign something before you eat food. And signature, Mike Polk Jr., email, Mike, 69. So I'm gonna eat these, be in great pain, and then this will all be over. Okay, here we go. Want some kind of a drum roll or something? Nobody? All right. I already hate it. I have one wing. All right, it's already catching up. Quick, oh boy. Yeah, it's catching up. All right, I can feel it. Why are you watching this? Why is anyone watching this? What's wrong with you? Go read a book or play with your kids. I'm fine. I'm fine. Okay. It's starting to really kick in now. All right, it's starting to beat up. I'm definitely feeling something behind my eyes. Is that normal? Everybody enjoying themselves?
As much as you are.
How are these? Those look really cool to drink. It's not like that's normally where a polite person would offer someone a sip. It's like a Arizona heat. It's dry, it's not humid. Maybe it's a touch more of this. You enjoying yourself, Jace? Give me a nod with the camera if you're enjoying yourself. There it is, he is, he's having fun. Okay, I'm gonna be in the fetal position over here if anybody needs me, just for the next like 20, 25 minutes. Check out the Quaker Steak and Lube. Lunch buffet is amazing. Thank you for having me. Back to you, Tony.
Take your meat, and we're gonna ball it up. Looks like we're making meatballs or meatloaf. Don't let your meat loaf, kids. Gonna ball it up, pound it out flat. These are definition of a handcrafted burger. And as you can see, the color of that meat is phenomenal. I'm gonna turn it with a spatula, get it around the edges, put it on the plate. Next stop, the grill. Again, we're gonna make these burgers. We've cranked the heat down to 500, and the chicken was 7.5, 7.5. The burgers are 5 and 5. That's for a medium burger. That's what our taste testers like, is a medium. I like a well-cooked burger myself. Don't forget, you only turn this baby once. Yeah, I used the timer, but my inner clock is telling me time to turn so the burgers don't burn. Oh. Now, again, too, because this is an even flame we're cooking on, the burgers aren't going to be that brown. They're going to get a nice little brown from the grill marks, but they are going to stay tender and juicy, and I'm telling you, folks, one of the best hamburgers you've ever had in your life. We'll see if our taste testers love them. Now, obviously, you can use any cheese you want, but since it is America we're cooking in, I've got American cheese. Love the American cheese on a cheeseburger. And folks, this won't take long. Once we cover this up, maybe another 45 seconds to a minute, pull them off, and that'll be a perfect 5 and 5. Folks, that is a world-class, handcrafted summer barbecue cheeseburger. All right, don't go anywhere. Ribs, chicken, and burgers are done. Next up, we are gonna have a chow down as the Rizzo Show Summer Barbecue Special rolls on. Well, the moment is finally here. It is time to eat this delicious food that we have made. And I have here our taste testers and all-star cast. This is Michael Rizzo, Nate Sugar, Joseph Rizzo. Oh, look at this. 3-time Super Bowl champ Gerard Cherry showed up. Imagine that. I've got Jennifer Rizzo and my wife Catherine, who hates being shown on camera, so get an extra shot of her. All right, we've got chicken breasts, burgers, and of course, world famous slow, low smoked ribs, 8 hours, chicken salad, corn, watermelon. This is an absolute summer feast. You can make it at home anytime. 4th of July, Labor Day, Memorial Day, you name it. You guys ready to dig in?
Ready.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for joining us on The Rizzo Show. God bless America. Good to be alive. Let's eat. Oh yeah. You got a nice layer of pink there from 8 hours of applewood smoke. I love to pull them off the grill. That's the only thing I don't like, but no one will know on TV. I mean, unless John runs this as an outtake. Come see Dr. Jellyfinger.
Rolling and cut it in here.
Ooh, get Catherine, get Catherine. Daddy's helper. Are you Daddy's little helper? Are you helping Daddy? Yes, helping Daddy. Oh, oh. Love this Memphis wood fire grill. Look at all that smoke. Reminds me of college. You know, you're messing around and my food's getting cold. Can we get you messing around, my food getting cold? Can we do this segment, please?